Hi and welcome to another vlog. My name is Deborah. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I film lifestyle content and liminal and diary style content about my life as a 20-something-year-old living and working in Calgary, Alberta. Today we're going to be doing a vlog. It feels weird saying all of that spiel because I feel like I haven't said it in a long time. I guess because I have been introducing my vlogs differently. Anyway, today we're going to be spending the day together. It's Friday. I'm working from home. I got up, went to the gym today. I was actually planning on going for a run, but then I was looking at like my weather app and saw that the sun is not going to come up until about 6:30, and I was planning on doing a 10K, and that would take me a little bit over, just a few minutes over an hour, and I just did not want to be finishing my run, close to the time I'm starting work. So even though I'm like working remotely, because I really still do like sort of easing myself into my work day, especially when I'm working remotely. So I just decided to go to the gym instead. I trained back. It was good. So I think tomorrow I will just do my run instead, because tomorrow is a Saturday. So I have no rush at all. I will have the time in the morning to just, wake up slowly, wait for the sun to come up, and then go on my run. But right now I'm just doing my skincare. My skincare is pretty simple. I don't really do anything crazy. I like to use The Ordinary's 100% plant-derived squalane serum as hydration. And then I've also been using this face serum. This is just from, I think it's like a K-Beauty skincare brand. I found it at Winners. I just wanted something because I ran out of my snail mucin and I haven't decided if I want to repurchase it or not. So in the meantime, I decided to just get something. And then I just finish off with a moisturizer. Is the Advanced Steel 92 All-in-One Cream. This is also by Corsex. Still trying to decide if I want to repurchase this one. I'm almost done, but I've been using it for a while, and I think the good thing about this moisturizer is that the label goes a long way. So that's really my 3-step skincare routine, and honestly, I like to keep my skincare simple and just use products that are tried and true and don't break me up. I mean, I'm always open to trying new products, obviously, but I found that for myself, the fewer products I use, the better. Otherwise, I will get very lazy with it and just skip my skincare entirely, or just revert back to something simple. So another thing that I've really been into is just taking the time in the morning to do a little bit of makeup. And it's not like anything crazy, to be honest. It's just a little bit of concealer, blush, highlight, mascara, and that's it. And I'm just, just trying to like see if it just, I normally like put myself together in the morning anyway. So like I'll get dressed. I'm not the kind of person to roll out of bed and get to work. Sometimes I do if like I'm really going through it, but usually I make an effort to get myself ready and put on some decent clothes. It doesn't even have to be like anything like too dressed up, but I'll put on like not PJs and then get on with my day. But I just wanted to elevate that a little bit and just put on a little bit of makeup, just wanted to do that. And like I said, I'm just really keeping it simple. Nothing, not like a full face or anything, because the thing about like for me is when I'm like really just kind of lounging at home, even if it's working from home, I like to take naps over my lunch break. The feeling of a full face of makeup on my couch or like on my pillows just does not sit well with me, because I just don't want to risk getting makeup on any of my furniture or decor or anything like that. I think I feel the most comfortable at home with no makeup or very, very little makeup. So today is going to be really pretty much focused on work. I've got 2 appointments throughout the day. I have a therapy appointment later this morning, and then an appointment with my family doctor after work in the afternoon. And then I think I'm gonna go grocery shopping, because I don't think I'll have, ooh, that's the blush is plenty. That's the thing about this Rare Beauty blush. A little goes a long way. And I always seem to forget that every time. It's so stupid. Not that the blush is stupid. It's silly that I seem to forget that a little goes a long way every time. And I just, like, even when I feel like I'm not putting on that much, it ends up being that much. So I'm just going to use a sponge instead of my fingers to just blend this one in. Yeah, so I don't have a ton planned today. At some point, I would also like to record a podcast episode and just get that live and uploaded, because my goal for the month is to upload 2 podcast episodes. And I feel like I have a topic that I'm really excited to talk about. It's about like social media use and how I feel like it's making me stupid. Hot take. I don't actually, you know what? I don't feel like it's a very hot take. I feel like there's a lot of conversation going on about the impacts of social media, and especially the impacts of social media on not just like our understanding of relationships and how we socialize, but I think also on like memory and cognition and retention and all of that. And there's like a lot of research that demonstrates some correlation between, you know, social media use and decreased cognitive capacities. So it's not like a far-fetched idea or a far-fetched claim, but I do feel like, you know, my cognitive capabilities are just kind of shot. Where is the ick? Okay, I can't find my powder brush, so we're going to use something else. So that's what I'm going to be talking about on the episode today, on the podcast today. So if you didn't know, I do have a podcast, and if you're interested in all the discussions and conversations I get up to on there, you can go check me out and listen and, you know, follow the channel. But yeah, that's also definitely a need to do today because I don't want to put it off any longer. And then, oh yeah, I ordered a bunch of, well, not a bunch, I ordered a few books off of Book Outlet. It's like a secondhand bookstore. Operates out of Ontario, I believe. I've been ordering for them for a few years now, and I've never really been disappointed. So I ordered a few books, so I'll do a haul with you guys. I'm really excited. I feel like I've been like in a reading slump, so I'm excited to sort of get back into that. And again, I think getting back into reading and non-distracted reading and just like hobbies and activities that don't involve my phone, I think will go a long way will be very beneficial for me, essentially. And the last thing I'm going to do is just put on some mascara. I'm kind of liking the way it looks. I think I managed to, the blush debacle, I think it blended in decently, so it's not terrible. But how are y'all doing? How's you guys' summer going? I feel like so right now it's the middle of August, and honestly, it hasn't felt very much like summer. The only time I really got the vibe of summer was like when I went to Vancouver, and I think it's just because the weather there was just so much nicer and sunnier than it has been here in Calgary. Calgary has been so rainy this summer. I think this coming week is probably the one week where we might not get any rain. It's just been strange. It hasn't just passed the vibe check, you know? So it hasn't really felt much like a summer. So I'm hoping that wherever you guys are having a way better summer than I'm having in Calgary. But it still has been fun. I've gotten to, you know, spend time with friends, do a few things here and there, you know, take a vacation. And now I'm going to start planning another vacation that I have coming up in November. I'm going to Cancun. And right now it seems like November is a long time, but really it's at the beginning of November. So I only have like September and October to prepare and plan for the trip, but I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been to Mexico since like 2023, so it's been a couple years. So I want to start thinking about a vacation for next year. I really need to do my Europe trip. I've been talking about this, I've been thinking about this, I've been dreaming about this for like the last few years, and it just needs to happen. I was hoping to go with a friend. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I'm very much okay doing like a solo trip, even if it's to like a continent I've never really been to and countries I've never been to. So I really need to start thinking about that, see which friends are down to come along, and if I can, and if nobody wants to come along, then I'll just go by myself. So that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to in 2026. Makeup is done now. It's about time to start work, so I'm just gonna get on with my day. I'm gonna make myself a coffee, have something to eat with that. I've discovered that I feel so much better when I drink coffee, not on like a full stomach, but like on a not empty stomach, right? So I'm going to continue testing that out. Although I don't really like, I'm not a big breakfast person. Usually, especially like at this time in the morning, usually I don't really get hungry until about 10-ish. It's when like, you know, the hunger sets in. But if I'm going to have coffee, I think it's good practice to eat something, to have something in my stomach, right? Anyway. Okay, so in one of my previous vlogs, I talked about how I am challenging myself to do without refined processed sugars in my food. So just like trying to switch over to that lifestyle and seeing if I can do it, just because I realized that I like sweet things, but the kind of sweet things that I go for make me feel worse than better. So I'm just trying to like figure out like a way to honor my sweet tooth while also caring for myself. I don't have a child. My friend left this. My friend with a child left this here when she visited. So to me, that just sort of means figuring out ways that I can enjoy desserts and such without the sweetness, without like the addictive sweetness of the processed sugar. So I found this banana bread recipe online, and it doesn't have any added sugars. The only source of sweetness for this is from the bananas and from dried fruits. So I ended up adding dried currants and raisins, and I feel like the addition of that and using like overripe bananas added a perfect touch of sweetness. So you still feel like you're eating something sweet, but without all of the added sugar and without the side effects of consuming a ton of sugar. And I don't feel as bad for having this as breakfast, although it is still very carb heavy. So I'm just gonna warm that up, and that's just what I'm gonna have with my coffee for breakfast. And so really what I'm trying to figure out on this whole processed sugar journey is to find alternatives to the things that I love. I don't want to cut out stuff. I just want to be able to replace them with better alternatives. So I'm glad I found this recipe. It's really good. And I think it would, once I develop a rotation, it would be on rotation. Oh yeah, and I suppose I should make it clear, I'm not cutting out sugar entirely. I think that would be nearly impossible. I am aiming to cut out processed sugar because personally for me, that's what makes me feel not good in my body. That's really what affects me the worst in my body. And so I'm just really trying to listen to more to my body and avoid things that don't make me feel good. I'm going to sit down at my desk, enjoy my coffee, eat my banana bread, and have a few productive hours before it's time for my therapy appointment. a very sad cup of coffee, but I really wanted something after lunch, so I decided to make myself an Americano because I'm all out of milk. So it's just a shot of espresso. It's a very watered down single shot of espresso, and that's how I'm only having like less than half. God, I can't wait to go grocery shopping tonight. This is crazy. Hi friends, so it is almost 5. I'm done work and I just got done my doctor's appointment as well. I am pretty much ready to head out and pick up some groceries because we need groceries. So I'm going to probably bring you guys along. I haven't decided yet, but I'll do a grocery haul when I get back home. So let's get going. I really want to get going and moving my day. I'm kind of hungry, so I would like to come back and start settling down for the night. I don't have any plans this Friday night. It's just gonna be me at home and it's gonna be a good time. So I'm looking forward to an evening to myself. So at the beginning of the video, I think I had mentioned that I ordered a bunch of books off of Book Outlet. So let me quickly show you all the books that I got. The first is this book by Addison Fox. It's called Forget Me Not Cowboy. I really only got it because it was on sale for like $3 or something, and it was gonna help me reach my minimum spend to get free shipping. And then I got this book by Taylor Jenkins Reid's, One True Loves. I've heard a lot about it, and I'm actually really excited to read it. I picked up this book. It's called Living with a Wild God. It's sort of like a memoir. I have no idea who this author is, but it seemed like the little synopsis on the back seemed interesting, and I thought I'd pick it up and just diversify my reading collection with something that is not romance. Also picked up this one. It's The Dead Romantics, and it's by Ashley Poston. This is what it looks like. And then obviously there was no way I could do a book order without getting a fae romantasy book. I really considered getting like a book set of, God, I don't remember it. I'll see if I can like find the book and put it on here. I considered getting that entire book set, but I'm like, because they had it for sale, but I thought that would be silly because I've never read the book and I don't know if I'd like the series, so it might not be a good way to spend my money. So I decided to not buy that, but instead I got this one by Jennifer Earl Armentrout. So she's the author that wrote the Blood and Ash series that I really liked, that I wasn't sure of. And I first started reading it on my Kobo, but I ended up really liking it. And this one is Fall of Ruin and Wrath, and it's got the sprayed edges. So I thought that was kind of a cool touch. I did not expect it to come with the sprayed edges, but like I am such a sucker for like a nice cover, and the romantasy genres, they've been like killing it with the covers. So I think this is like such a gorgeous cover. So pretty. But so I picked that one up. I'm really excited to read it. I think I'm gonna like savor it, so I might save it for last. We'll see how I'm feeling after all the other regular romances. But then I also wanted to get something in like the self-help, personal development realm, and this one is called Think Faster, Talk Smarter: How to Speak Successfully when you're put on the spot. And honestly, it's something that I'm really trying to be better with. I feel like lately I have just been not as coherent as I would like to be, and I feel like I'm saying ums a lot. I just want to improve my cognitive capacities, my the way I speak, how I communicate, and I figured this would be a good place to start. But those are all the books that I picked up. I picked up onto 6 books, and I think it cost me like less than $60 because I had some points, I had a coupon, so it was a nice deal overall, and I'm glad I did it. It is a little bit after 6 p.m. right now. I know I said that I wanted to record a podcast episode, but honestly, I'm feeling very tempted to just start my night right now, go to bed early, and wake up early, and get all the things I want to get done. But I want to do what I say I'm going to do, so I think I'm just going to get it over with and just record it. It's going to be like a fun episode. It's my feeling that social media is making me dumb, so I just want to like sit and just talk for a little bit, and I'm pretty sure by the time I'm done, it'll be like a good time to actually start making dinner and like getting settled for the evening. So I'm just going to stick with that plan and record the podcast episode and get it prepared and ready to be uploaded for tomorrow. But though that's the haul. That's all I got. I'm gonna move on to the next thing now. I'm having a good Friday.